Which of the ghost face killers is the scariest? The best? Most people still say Billy Loomis from number 1 is the greatest. However, I have to dispute this claim, because I went through all the killers in the Scream franchise and ranked them. I found a couple things that most people miss, and a lot of people don't mention some of the killers I'm about to bring up on this list. I went from the OGs to the new ones with Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega, okay? And in my ranking, I think I found the one, y'all. I think I did it. Now, my top 3 are going to be controversial. My number 1 is going to be the most controversial. In fact, a lot of people will click off the video when they get there. Don't skip to that point. You got to watch all of them in order to see my explanations for all of them. The way I'm defining scariest, none of these killers scare me. The Scream franchise is not a scary franchise. It's like a horror comedy, right? All of these Scream killers are, in their own way, trolls. They're hilarious. So when I'm talking about scariest, I mean the most unhinged, the most efficient, and the most entertaining, okay? And yes, I'm going to give props to those who have better characterization than others. Now, my list won't make sense based on what I just said. I do a lot of cocaine, so just stay with me, okay? I'm not counting the Scream TV show. I had no idea there was even a TV show prior to like 5 years ago, and I didn't watch it. What the fuck kind of mask is this? Like, this ain't Ghostface. This ain't my Ghostface. Now, I've heard people actually like that show, so I'm not gonna talk shit about it, but I have not watched that. I'm ranking the movies. We're gonna start with the bottom tier ones. This suit is incredibly hot. I'm sorry. I wear this every day. The killer in the opening of Scream 6, the one who lured Samara Weaving out with a phone call pretending to be her date, and then killed her in an alleyway. This dude, this fucking nerd. No aura, no unhinged, nothing about him is crazy. And he's only in it for like a couple minutes before being offed himself. So, of course he's going to the bottom of the pile. And you killed Samara Weaving in a yellow dress. Look at this woman. That's a woman right there. And you do that to her? You fucking little piece of shit. Yeah, you're going to the bottom of the pile. How dare you? How dare you? She is fine. The real killers of Scream 6 are these 3. I'm going to lump them into the same group in this rank order. I don't find any of these killers particularly that interesting. They want to get revenge because of their family member, Richie, who was the killer in the previous Scream, which we're going to get to him. But they're not great to me. I don't give a fuck about them particularly. I don't remember a thing he does. This is an interesting twist. He's actually a cop who literally uses all the evidence that the department collected to create this like museum labyrinth of Scream Easter eggs. I like that, okay? I think she's the most unhinged of the 3, which is why she's going above them in the rankings. This chick pretended to be everyone's friend and then faked her own death sadistically, and then came back at the end to try to fucking kill everyone. Low-key badass. Based. That's pretty unhinged. I don't remember names. I'm bad with names, but Scream 4 is one of the principal killers in Scream 4. The nerd who wants to fuck all the chicks, but he has a goal. He's in love with Emma Roberts and wants to impress her mostly, but he has a very interesting goal. Scream 4 came out in the age of the internet, viral clips, all this shit. So I don't think he's as unhinged as some of the killers up on the list, but I find him very interesting despite him getting whacked at the end for being a simp pretty much. Which is why he can't go higher on the list. But I find him more interesting than most of the other killers before him, okay? He gets killed. Like, he just gets killed. He's the bitch boy of the Scream killers in that movie. We got Billy Loomis's mother. She's like one of the worst Scream Ghostface killers I've ever seen. Because, oh, I'm a mother avenging my son. Okay, fine. We've seen this a million times. But also, her performance gets so wacky. And it's unhinged. But she just comes out and always like, I'm going to kill you for what you did to my son. Well, it's just like, bro, I don't care. I don't care about you. She has a cool performance. Don't get me wrong. She acts crazy, but it means more to me than just acting crazy. You need to be unhinged. And that's where we're going to get to the second killer in this movie when we make our way up the list, okay? Mikey Madison, I believe her name is. Honora, gorgeous looking girl. The killer of Scream 5, I believe. Was fucking everyone's day up. One of the 2 killers in Scream 5. She's not that interesting either. She's just hot and crazy. But she is crazier than the ones before her. So I put her, in fact, I don't actually know why she's this high on the list. Let's just skip this one, okay? Now we're going to get to the decent ones. Sidney Prescott's half-brother in Scream 3. Okay, this dude's a loser. He's got mad loser energy all over him, but that's why I actually like him. He's so pathetic. He's a rejected son. His own mother rejected him because of how pathetic he was, okay? He might be one of the funniest Ghostface killers. Unhinged in his own way. He has an entire master plan where he uses voice modulators to change his voice and fuck with people. That's pretty cool. No Scream killer did shit like that before. And he was doing all this in like Hollywood Diddy Mansion parties too. This guy is resourceful as fuck. But he has a full-on fist fight with Sidney Prescott. Him and Sidney Prescott are straight up throwing hands and boxing each other at the end of Scream 3. It's one of the greatest fight scenes of all time. He's landing haymakers on her and she's landing them back. She uppercuts him at one point. It's a UFC fight. It's a bar fight. Bruh. How can you not love this? This guy's a fucking stupid... This guy's a loser. He's efficient until he gets into a fight. And then Sidney Prescott proceeds to kind of low-key whoop his ass. That was really funny. Richie! Scream 5. He was dating fine-ass Melissa Barrera. He was tapping that, but he didn't give a fuck. Why? Because Richie is crazy enough to be done with all the Stab movies. He's like, no, I want a new movie. I want a requel. I want to make the franchise great again. So I'm going to frame Melissa Barrera's character for being the new Stab, the new killer. And I'm crazy as fuck. I love this dude. He plays Huey in The Boys, this actor. So him playing Unhinged, he played an unhinged, low-key unhinged guy in Companion, the newest Companion movie that came out too. This actor is very good at playing crazy nutjob boyfriends. Like, too good. Almost, I actually think he might be a psychopath in real life. I love Richie's character. I think he's awesome. I saw the twist coming 5 miles away. Don't get me wrong. This is why I don't care for Scream 5 particularly. I actually like Scream 6 a lot more. But man... I got nothing, I have no bad things to say about this dude. This dude's fucking awesome, okay? And, might I add, he has one of my favorite deaths in the entire franchise. The way Melissa Barrera just starts going and stabbing the shit out of him, it's like, bro, this is awesome. That's the greatest, that's one of my favorite Scream deaths. Not my favorite. My favorite Ghostface Killer death comes a bit later. Stumacher! Scream 1. Goated. He's actually my favorite of the two. I like him more than Billy Loomis because of how funny this dude is. He's a schizophrenic. Every time I look at him, I want to laugh my ass off. I can't take him seriously. I think the scene that solidifies him this high on my list is when Billy Loomis smacks him over the head with a telephone. And he's like, "You smacked me in the head with a telephone, you dick!" I'm like, bro, this is fucking funny as shit. This is what I love in Scream. Bro, what I'm telling you. This is a kind of unhinged I love in Scream killers. When they're dumbasses and funny as fuck, they're better to me. Because the Scream killers who literally have a mastermind plan and plan 50 million things out like the Joker, it's ridiculous. This is ridiculous in the funniest way possible. It's silly. And he gets a fucking, I think he's the one, didn't he get killed by a TV falling on him? I'm pretty sure he's that guy. Yeah, that's you can't go wrong with Stumacher. Now we're getting to the GOATs, right? Top 3 all time. Billy Loomis. Don't leave! I know people want him to be number 1. He's not. Not in my opinion. Billy Loomis is the OG. He's the classic killer. He might be the most unhinged dude on this list, to be honest. This dude is trying to kill Sidney Prescott because her mom caused an affair with his parent or something and it fucked everything up in his childhood, and now he's like, I'm killing everybody. I'm going to kill your mom and I'm going to kill you, Sidney. He calls her like terrible names over the phone. Like, he is the most unhinged one on the list, most likely. He's the guy who started it all pretty much, right? I give you major props, and I really like his performance. I don't know what this actor's done since this movie, besides come back in the requels, but Billy Loomis is a badass. He's a badass. The thing about Billy Loomis is he's so weird in his facial expressions throughout the first Scream movie that you think he could be the killer, but he's so non-subtly menacing. Like, some of the faces, he's like, "I love you, Sidney." Like, he's a creep throughout the film. But he's too creepy because to the point where the movie's trying to make him overly suspicious, so you never think it's him until it is him. And then like, oh fuck. He just was straight up a creep. The movie makes you think you're an idiot, to be honest. I know a lot of people are about to be mad at me. Number 2 all time is Emma Roberts in Scream 4, okay? I need you to hear me out. What this girl did. I'm not just putting her here because I have a crush on Emma Roberts low-key. I think that woman's fine as fuck, but I'm telling you, what this girl did is unprecedented. When you figure out that she's the killer in Scream 4, which I figured out like before anyone with a brain could figure out it was her, right? But when you figure out the reveal of it, when you see what happens in the reveal scene, it's one of the best scenes in the entire Scream franchise, okay? She's a criminal mastermind. And I know I just literally said that the Ghostface killers that are able to mastermind crazy things are not as interesting, they're not as funny. This is the one exception. Because of how realistic all this shit is, okay? First of all, she makes this dude her bitch. She uses the fact that he loves her and is lustful to her advantage. Of course she could get any dude in the high school and she's gonna pick the most schizophrenic one to help her in this adventure of hers, right? But also, she wants to be famous really badly. She wants everything, goddamn, she's so fine. She wants to go viral. That's the thing she wants the most. She's a clout chaser. This is the most realistic killer on the fucking list. This is 50% of the population, man. More. Look at the hell. Look what people are doing on TikTok. Of course people like her would exist. She kisses the shit out of her partner before stabbing the hell out of him, okay? And then, to cover up the crime scene, thinking everyone's dead, she starts bashing herself all over the place to make herself look like a victim. She's literally the Ghostface killer version of Amber Heard. Times 10. She should be number one. I'm gonna be honest, if we're being realistic, we know chicks like this. Every guy has known a chick like this, Loki, okay? This is arguably number one. She's so hot too. And the fact that she not only faked her own injuries, but went to the same hospital as Sydney, and when she found out Sydney was still alive, she took out a gun and started hunting her down. This chick is persistent. I love Emma Roberts as the killer in Scream 4. It's such a good twist. It's so good. It's so good, yo. I love it. She's the niece of Sidney Prescott, right? It's great. I fucking love it. But number one, and you don't leave for this because anyone who knows all the Ghostface killers know that there's one missing. Maybe I'm missing a few more. Cocaine. Number one, all time. Don't leave, okay? Timothy Olyphant, Scream 2. Don't leave, okay? Don't leave. I know people are about to lose their shit. Nobody brings this dude up. I think this is the most underrated killer in movie history. Yes, he doesn't have a lot of time to shine because Billy Loomis's dumbass mother comes into the fray and kind of steals it from him. But even when she does, he makes her look worse. She's not as interesting as him. He is the fucking Joker. He is the Joker in this. This guy spends the entire movie gaslighting Sidney Prescott into thinking her boyfriend is a killer. He's acting like the greatest friend to everyone. He's like the funny guy of the group who's always extroverted and chilling with everyone, making everyone have a good time. But low-key, he's gaslighting everyone into thinking this dude is a killer or some other dude's a killer. He's fucking with Sydney's mind left and right, okay? There's a scene where they have to escape this locked car that's crashed with the Ghostface killer in it. And I'm pretty sure it's him. It's him, I think. He's in the driver's seat and they need to leave. So they have to crawl over his lap to get out the window. I have a theory. This dude was awake the entire time. He was awake for at least half of this. You think he's gonna ruin Sydney climbing over his lap? Both these fine girls climbing over his lap? He's just sleeping and he sees Sydney like climbing over his lap like this and he's like, yeah, you know, I'm just gonna let this happen for a bit longer, then I'm gonna kill them after. That is the greatest Ghostface killer of all time. This dude's a straight up perv. And now a lot of people will be like, no, Zappy, he was knocked out, clearly. No. If you know what happens to the end, Timothy Olyphant takes bullets to the chest and still gets up to scream before getting shot 50 times. Yet he took 50 bullets to die in this movie. You think this fucking thing is gonna stop him from getting... You think he's getting concussed by this dumb shit? No. He got knocked out until he woke up and saw Sydney climbing over his lap. He's like, yeah, let's just keep it going for a bit longer, Sydney. That's what this dude is. He's an animal. And then the whole sequence where he's chasing Courtney Cox's character. By the way, Courtney Cox in Scream 2 is like prime. This is like peak. He's chasing her through these classrooms with this like glass audio canceling wall or whatever that musicians use. Makes her watch through the wall as he's stabbing the shit out of Dewey, stabbing his back. This is the most unhinged killer in the entire thing. He did like his whole motivation, his whole reason is he's one of these sycophantic killer movie lovers, and his goal is like, cool, I'm gonna blame the movies. If I get caught, I'm gonna blame the movies on my psychosis, because everyone's coming at the movies for the violence and affecting the youth. I'm just gonna blame that. Timothy Olyphant has the best Ghostface killer performance as well, by the way. I'm going to say that. That might be controversial to say. I think he does. Everyone else acts unhinged. I believe Timothy Olyphant is unhinged as this guy. People are gonna get mad at me for... No one's gonna listen to me. This is the problem. No one listens to me. I'm telling you, bro, we'll rewatch Scream 2. It's not the best Scream movie. I never claimed it was. But he's goated. He is number one. Nothing comes close to him, okay? That's my list. Straight up. If you want to know who the scariest slasher of all time is, period, in cinema history, you can watch this video over here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are on a mission to take over Hollywood. But the army must keep growing. If you want to suggest video topics to me, or talk about your favorite movies or favorite film theories in a community with like-minded individuals, join the Zafy Discord now. Link is in the description and the comment section as well. Join us. This movement is just beginning. We're taking over Hollywood, one coke line at a time.